job in the bye week. I was happy with the way our players practiced. We got a lot accomplished. Spent the time kind of split up between preparing for Ole Miss, working hard on ourselves, on our own technique and fundamentals, and then practicing our young guys. So it was a good week, and now we need to turn the clock and get ready for the game this Saturday and get back to our normal week of preparation, which I'm looking forward to, going on the road and playing another SEC game.
You see a team like Ole Miss that was beaten down like they were last week. Does that make you extra cautious?
Well, we know we have to take care of our own business and go through our preparation, go through our practice, get prepared to play in the game. We know we'll get their best shot. They've got good football players and they're well coached. So we know that we got to go down there and play a good game of football to come out with the win. You know, Alabama's done that to everybody.
Quarterback, how's it look after the bye week as far as replacements that are doing so well, the ones that were hurt?
Well, they're still competing at it. It was a good week of practice. We got extra reps in, and we got healthier. You guys are more healthy now than they were the previous week. So we'll keep competing throughout the week and see how practice goes.
You guys, this was the point last year where you went on and won 6 in a row after the BCS game. Do you think this team is capable of that? Do you think they've maybe started to believe that a little more in the last couple of weeks?
Well, I think the way you do it is you work on one game at a time. And that's all you focus on. And you work hard on your preparation. You work on how you practice. I really felt like last week practicing was as fast and as sharp as we've practiced. And I saw improvement. I'm really happy about that. We got to find a way to win this game that we're playing right now.
Ole Miss has gone through some quarterback situations and all. What do you, when you look at them offensively, what do you see from them?
Well, I know what's going to be important for us is to stop the run. They really know how to run the football. They always have. They're going to come in and try to do that. They're going to throw the ball deep, so we got to do a good job of playing the deep ball and understanding what routes they're going to have. And then, you know, the added thing that we have to stop will be the quarterback running the football. You know, I've been impressed with the way he can run and how fast and quick he is.
What does Jake Backett mean to this program?
Well, Jake's been a great player for us for 4 years. You know, a steady player. I still remember back when he was a freshman, my first year here, and you know, getting ready for those games, and really not understanding that he was a freshman. Thinking, oh, here's a guy that started all spring ball for us, you know. But he's a great leader. He's a tremendous pass rusher. You know, as good a pass rusher as I've been around. So his ability to put pressure on the quarterback, not only sacks, but hits, and, you know, hurries, helps us tremendously. And then he always does a great job of leading for us. You know, his idea of how to prepare for a game, how to watch video, you know, rubs off on all the guys around him.
How is that Tanaris rate doing with the timeline? 4 to 6. Is he getting any closer?
Yeah, he's still a ways away. He's still a ways away. He's really been working hard on getting his legs back, and running, and doing some of that. But you know, he's not close to playing yet.
Just in general, how do you feel that the defensive line is performing, especially the interior?
Well, I think we're getting better. You know, I think we've shown improvement. You know, when we started the year off, we really felt like we'd be a dominant defense. We would be able to play better than we have. But when you look at it, you know, a lot of those pieces we were counting on haven't been playing every game. So we've grown as a defense and we've matured. And our defensive front is physical inside. I think they've shown in the last couple of weeks that we've been able to hold the line and you know, push the offensive line around, let our linebackers run free, and that really helps us play the run. We've got to get more production on pass rush. You know, more production on getting after the quarterback and, you know, getting hits on the quarterback. I think that's the area I'd like to see us improve a lot on the defensive line.
Some stat that are now
I think they've done a nice job. You know, they've come in and Stather always makes plays. You know, he doesn't always do everything right. He doesn't always use the technique that he's supposed to use. But one thing he can do is he has great vision on where the ball is, and he sheds blocks and gets in on the play. And does a nice job of doing that. And then Alfred's a guy that does exactly what he's supposed to do, and he's big and physical and really holds the point, which allows our linebackers to run and make tackles. So they're both very valuable to our defense.
Can you talk about the adjustment that Jericho's made at the linebacker? Because A&M, it seems like they may have found him and picked on him a little bit, and it seemed like he played a lot better against Auburn.
Yeah, I thought he played real well against Auburn. He didn't make a couple plays in the A&M game that Jericho usually makes. So we put Ross in there, and Ross played real well. And I think one thing that we found out over the years with Jericho is we've got to do a good job of keeping him fresh, keeping him healthy. He's a little guy that wants to be a bully and hit everything, and you get beat up when you do that. So we've learned to be able to rotate in and keep him fresh. And he's a playmaker. He's been a guy that's made a bunch of plays around here for 4 years.
On the pass rush, how do you kind of balance between wanting to get to the quarterback at the same time you don't want to overplay it, send too many guys, and get more?
Well, we self-scout ourselves to make sure that we like to pressure, we like to bring blitz. We do know that you need to play coverage at times, and a lot of that is how do you take care of your secondary.
Robert Thomas
He looks like it. He's going to come out today and get some work in today, and barring his setback, I think he'll be ready for the game. So as long as he doesn't have a setback this week because of practice, he should be ready for the game.
You kind of look around the league and see the quarterback injuries and whatnot. How fortunate do you feel to have had the consistency at that position you've had the last couple of years, relative health-wise, and how critical is that to overall success?
Well, it's always great to be able to play with the same guy and have the continuity and the ability to improve and get better. Now, in saying that, Brandon has really done a nice job of keeping his focus, concentrating, preparing each week like he's going to be in there playing. So you have to do both. You have to balance both. Keep your guy healthy and make sure that you got your next guy in line ready to play.
When you self-scouted now halfway through, are you where you wanted to be halfway through the season?
You're never where you want to be, ever. We always want to be better.
I know it's early, but just to be high with BCS, what's it say about where you are?
Well, the way I look at that is all our players know that, all our coaches know it. It needs to be a motivating factor to come to practice each day and get better. It's something that didn't just happen. Our players put a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication into it. We've competed extremely hard. We've stuck together when we could have fell apart. So there's a lot of positives in it. But what it needs to be for us now is to really understand if we're tough enough mentally to focus one practice at a time, work on getting better one practice at a time, then we got a chance to keep winning.
You said stuck together when you could have fallen apart. Are you referring to some of the injuries that hurt your team, and how did you manage to do that?
Yeah, really, I was thinking about halftime of the A&M game when I made that statement. That was a point where it was really important that everyone rallied around each other and no finger pointing. Look inside yourself and understand how can I come out in the second half and help us win the game. And I really felt like our players did that and grew. As far as the injuries goes, that's part of football. And when you see young men get injured, even over the weekend, when you see those young guys get injured, you feel bad for the player. You feel bad for how much dedication and hard work has went into their performance, and now they don't get to go out and play anymore. It's really hard on the players. As far as the way I approach it as a coach is, you just got to keep going. You got to get the next guy in line and ready to go. And, I always feel good about it because we do practice hard. We do take a lot of reps, and our backups get a lot of reps in practice.
A couple more guys.
Is Chris Bragg as a blocker?
I feel like he's really improved. Yeah, I think he's really improved as the year went on with his blocking, his run blocking, his pass protection. Obviously, we still need to get him the ball more. Every time he touches the ball, he makes a good play with it. It's hard to tackle, so we got to continue to throw him the ball. But he's really improved in his run blocking.
What's the scouting report on the Ole Miss defense?
Well, they're a defense that's always good. They always know what they're doing. They play extremely hard. They run to the ball. Their secondary tackles well, particularly their two safeties. it's going to be up to us to come out and execute on offense. It's really about us executing, blocking the front, getting our running backs into the secondary, and giving Tyler time to throw the ball.
Thank you, sir.